Hello everyone, welcome to another mobility training video with me. I'm going to go over a 15-minute mobility workout that can be used as a warm-up or on your off days. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to move from the head to the feet. So we're going to start with the neck. I'm going to just start with my arms out. I'm going to just tuck my chin into my chest, rotate all the way around, make a big circle with the chin. All the way around one way, and then go the other way. You can squeeze your fists if you want to as well. And then one more rotation each way. Okay, now we're going to go with the thoracic spine, arms across the chest. We're going to flex the back down, rotate into the side, bend into the side, extend back, rotate, bend, and flex forward, and then continue that path and circle one more time. Try not to bring the hips forward and back like this. So try to keep those hips stable. And then rotate one more time the other way. Rotate, bend, flex forward, rotate, bend, extend back, rotate, bend. Okay? Now we're going to move into the shoulders. So we're going to bring one arm across the belly, one arm across the chest, and then we're going to move the hand all the way up into the air so the thumb is facing back. From here, we're going to turn the palm face out as we reach back as far as we can. And we're going to keep rotating the shoulder and hand so the back of the hand is next to the side of the body. Then from here, we're going to reach back, rotate that thumb back up, over the head, across the body, and down. And then one more time, the other way. Back of the hand touch, reach back, rotate that arm, hand and shoulder as you rotate. All right, so switching side, reach up and across, thumb is back. Palm faces out, reach all the way back, back of the hand next to the body. Keep that elbow straight here. Reach back, rotate, thumb goes back up, arm goes across the body and down, and then one more across the body, up, back, rotate that arm and wrist, straighten the elbow, reach back, rotate, reach up across the body, and down, okay? Scapula, shoulder blades. So we're going to elevate the shoulders, retract the shoulders, and then depress the shoulders. And then we're going to protract the shoulders, elevate, retract, and then continue that circle. And then we're going to rotate in the other direction. Try to keep your elbows next to your sides, so try not to have your elbows bent like that. All right, so we got a little bit of upper body. Now we're going to start moving down to the lower body. I'm going to go hands and knees. I'm going to rotate the hips. So I'm going to bring my knee to my elbow, open up the hip, rotate back so the foot is flat, like I'm pushing the foot up into the ceiling, and then I'm going to bring it down. I'm going to do the same thing in the opposite direction. Extend back, rotate, knee toward the elbow, back down to start. Up toward the elbow, rotate, foot is flat, come back down, up, rotate, forward, and back to start. Switching sides. So it's elbow toward, or knee toward the elbow, open up, rotate, foot is extending here, back is flat, we're not arching the back. Knee goes down, extension, rotation, and down. And then one more rotation here. Okay, now we're going to move to the knees. First thing we're going to do is just sit down on the heels and kind of rock those knees side to side. Okay, if there's too much pain doing that, you can just go hands and knees. You can have the toes tucked in dorsiflexion of the ankle, or toes pointed in plantar flexion of the ankle. So I'm just going to kind of rock side to side, stretching out my quads here, and also stretching out the tissues in the front of the leg, mainly in that front shin. I can get into a spinal flexion position in this kneeling posture, tuck my chin, and then I can move into extension here of the spine and neck. And I can do that segmentally, so start with tucking the chin, round that upper back, squeeze the glutes into extension, and then relax the glutes, go into anterior pelvic tilt, extend the back, open up the chest and head. Good. All right, so we're gonna move to our back. We're gonna do some knee hinges here. So I'm gonna straighten one leg toward the ground, toe up. Keep these legs together as close as possible. I'm gonna bring my hand underneath the hamstring. If you need a towel, you can use that. And then from here, I'm gonna bend the knee all the way to the glute, and then extend the knee all the way toward the sky. And then I'm gonna add in a little bit of rotation. So I'm gonna rotate that tibia or that foot out, bend the knee, rotate in, and then extend the knee. Out, bend, in, extend. Then from here, I'm gonna try to straighten that leg as much as I can, and then rotate at the ankle. About 2 to 3 rotations each side, and trying to trace the toes around a clock. And then switch, hands behind the hamstring. You're gonna bend the knee and straighten the knee. And then you can add in that rotation of the tibia where you go out, bend, in, extend, or you can go in reverse. Doesn't matter. Now we're gonna go with that straight leg and then rotate the ankle here all the way around a circle, and then rotate it the other way. So about 2 to 3 circles each side. I'm trying to keep this bottom knee straight and toe up. Good. From here, I'm gonna bring my hands on the outsides of my knees and kind of pull the knees toward the shoulders and then relax. Pull toward the shoulders and then relax. I'm not bringing my hips off the ground too much. I'm just bringing my knees toward my shoulders. You're gonna feel a nice stretch in the adductors here, okay? Then I'm gonna bring my hands on the inside and I'm gonna kind of rock side to side. Now we're gonna bring the knees together and kind of tuck the chin into the chest. Kind of massage the lower back here. And then we're gonna rock forward and back. If that's too much pressure, you can bring the hands behind the hamstrings. And then if you can, we're gonna try to rock and roll back and forward here. But keep your chin tucked or just in line with the spine here. From here, we're just gonna relax on our back. We're gonna try the same thing now, but we're gonna bring the hands as supports and go into what we call plow pose. So we're gonna bring the feet behind the head here. If you need it, bring like a pillow or something for support just to get into this position. Or we're gonna go here, and then we're gonna kind of tee out the arms, flex those feet, and then we're gonna try to go down one vertebrae at a time, but try to keep the head down and try to go one vertebrae at a time and really control here at the core. And we're gonna try to just relax and reset. Try that same thing. I'm just trying to go down as slow as you can and as controlled as you can in that reverse leg lower, okay? Now we're gonna go into a bridge or hip lift position. So we're gonna squeeze the glutes, try to straighten, make a straight line from the knee to the shoulder. We're gonna breathe here. And then now we're gonna support the hips and bring those hips up as high as they'll go. Breathe and hold. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Or inhale and exhale through the nose. I like to get the air all the way out with my exhales. And then I'm gonna go down one vertebrae at a time. And then I'm gonna go up one vertebrae at a time. Then from here, I'm gonna go back to that ball position or hands to knees. I'm gonna rock forward and back, and then all the way up to a seated position. From here, I'm gonna cross my legs. I'm gonna reach forward, should feel a nice stretch in the lower back and hips. And we're gonna walk those hands out at an angle toward the knee. You should feel it in this side, the opposite side you're rotating to, and then switch. So if I'm reaching to my right, I should feel it in my left side. Breathe into that. Then from here, I'm gonna bring those feet out front. Feet in line with the shoulders. Hands on the ground. I'm going to squeeze my glutes so that they are in line with my knees. And then I'm going to try to bring my head back. Using my hamstrings here. If they begin to cramp, just come down and just try it again. So we're going to go for about 5-second holds for 3 reps. So we're going to go up, hold, head back, inhale, exhale, and then come back down. Let's go one more. All right, now from here, we're gonna bring the feet together, big toes touch, reach forward here into a forward fold. If you can't reach for the tops of your feet, you can go underneath here. You can bring the hands right here. We're just kind of stretching that lower back and hamstring. Now we're gonna go to more of a straddle, so as wide as we can. Reach forward, tuck those toes toward the ceiling, and then point those toes. Flex those feet, and then point the toes. Then from here, bring the hands together. We're gonna see if we can rotate into our 90-90 from this position. Without hands, we're gonna hinge forward. Then we're gonna rotate back, and then we're gonna try to go back to that pancake or straddle, and then we're going to move into 90-90 on the other side without the hands hinge forward. So hands together, and then we're gonna rotate back, and then we're gonna extend those knees. We're gonna try one more time on each side. Okay, if you want to challenge yourself, you can extend those elbows. May even be easier. And then switch to the other side. All right, now from here, we're going to bring the bottoms of the feet together. We're going to actively try to press those knees down. Breathe into that. Then we're going to challenge some hips and some isometrics here. So what I'm going to do is bring my hands together. You can make it easier by bringing your hands behind your back. And we're going to lift this leg and then rotate it back. And then we're going to lift it and then rotate it back to the start. And we're going to try that on the other side. So lift the leg, rotate, lift the leg, and then rotate back. I'm going to try one more on each side. Lift, rotate, and we're trying to keep an upright spine. So I'm going to try not too much bending if you can help it. So trying to keep everything nice and still as you focus on the hip. And with control, soft landing, not a hard landing. Okay. Now we're going to work on a little bit of shoulders. So we're going to move the hands and knees, and we're going to push into a downward dog. So head through the shoulders. Should feel a stretch in the calves. Relax the head and neck. Can bend those knees one at a time or two at a time. And then from here, we're going to get into a push-up position. We're going to go real slow on the eccentric or descent, but keep your head in line with the spine. As slow as you can. If you need to bring the knees down or one knee down, that's fine. Once we get here, touch the nose, push back up. We're going to go 2 more reps just like that. Use the knees if you need to. And then 1 more. Then from here, bring that thumbs up, sit back, child pose. We're going to hold, or option 2, lift up one arm, rotate it back, bend the elbow, then push the shoulder forward, retract the shoulder back, extend the elbow, thumb up, back to the start, and then switch. Shoulder down, shoulder up, reach back, rotate, and back to child pose. All right, so hopefully you liked that. It was about 15 minutes mobility session. Check out the first and second episode for my updated series in 2024. If you want, if you have any suggestions or comments, leave them below and let me know what you'd like to see next, or if there's a specific muscle group you want me to cover next time. All right, everybody, thanks a lot.